All right, sixth graders, you are on the home stretch of this sixth grade school year. So I'm sad because I do not get to be with you in person. This last project is by far one of the most favorite things that we typically do in a sixth grade year. But I think you can have a lot of fun with it on home, and I just wanted to give you a couple little instructions for it. So you have been working with Mrs. Neal to discuss different modes or techniques and strategies for an author to be persuasive. So this week, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be choosing one of two projects. You may either select to do and write a food review on the food of your choice. It could be like Gatorade, it could even be like a sport beverage or candy, gum, mints. It could be an entree that your mom makes. It could be something from a fast food store, but you only pick one food and you will write a review on that food. The other thing that you could choose, if you do not want to write a food review, is you are allowed to write a commercial. And I know that with Mrs. Neal, you have been reading this story, which is an example of a commercial called Brain Breeze. And so that would be sort of an example of a commercial. Now yours is not going to be this long. You're looking at it to be about a page for each of them. The food review or the commercial will be about a page. I'm going to guess somewhere between 2 to 3 paragraphs. Probably 3 is great because you'll have a beginning, a middle, and an end to your persuasive piece. And these will be due on Friday. You're allowed to add clip art. You're allowed to add color. You're allowed to change the font as long as it is something that I am able to read easily. So I just want to go over a few of the guidelines. You choose one of the two. You'll see this in a worksheet that I give you, and I'm reading it right off of a screen next to me so I can go over it. Make sure that you introduce whatever it is that you're either selling or you're reviewing. So for example, in Brain Breeze, it starts out with, do you have a big test coming up? A big project to complete? Are you so wound up with stress that you can't think straight? Time to open up the windows of your mind and let Brain Breeze in. Great way just to kind of introduce that product. Now, if you were writing though a food review, it might sound something like this. And I've included for you some samples of food reviews. But if you need a sample of a commercial, that's in your textbook for Brain Breeze. And so here's the one that I gave you for sparkling grape jello. This would be an introduction. There are 2 loves in my life. One is my dog, Sammy, and the other sparkling grape jello. I can't begin to tell you how wonderful it is, but I'll try to describe what makes it so special. Okay, so you can see how both the commercial and the food review, they both have their own first introduction paragraph where they're introducing what it is that the product is or what it is that you are going to be reviewing in terms of a food. Couple things just to kind of keep in mind. You want to talk about how much it costs, where people can get it. You want to use any techniques in terms of propaganda that Mrs. Neal talked to you about those emotional appeals, those logical appeals, maybe some celebrity endorsements. Maybe you want to put some bandwagon technique where everybody's doing it, you know, and you'll feel great if you try this food, you know, really bring out those techniques used for persuasion. So I've attached the rubric to you. I just want to make sure that you understand we're using the exact same rubric that we have all year, that 4-4-2. And so the first, of course, part of the rubric is that focus, purpose, and organization. So it needs to sound like it should be in the purpose of persuading. So it sounds like a food review, or it looks like a food review. It sounds like a commercial. It has the look of a commercial. And so that's really important. It's not a report. You're not writing a letter. You're not writing a postcard. It's almost like I put in the directions like a commercial that would be read out loud. Might even want to practice reading it out loud. organized. Make sure you have a clear beginning, middle, and end. And try to do some research if you can. You know, you might have to ask parents about that product, or you might have to do some Google research, and there might be a price range. You know, this gum costs anywhere between $2.99 and $5, depending on what kind of pack you buy or how big of a pack it is. So make sure that you give all those specific details and lots of evidence. So that second part of the writing rubric, you're getting 4 points for evidence and elaboration. So don't skimp out on the details. Give me some good stuff. I want to know all about this food or all about this product. And then of course, the last 2 points comes with your conventions. And that's one of those things that when you're done, go back through, read it out loud, maybe even have an adult or a sister or a brother or somebody at home take a look at it. Did I capitalize the beginning of my sentences? Did I put end marks? I'm hoping you're using some questions, maybe even using some exclamations. You might be using some bold print. If it's a specific product, that is a proper noun. You need to capitalize it. I think you'll have a lot of fun with this. I think that you can add some pictures. It's just going to be in a Google Doc. I'll make sure that I attach that. You can start your food review right at the bottom of the instructions that I give you. So you'll just be submitting that. I just want you to have a really fun time with this. And I do miss you, and you are done with word work. There is no more Wordly Wise, and there is no more Power Plus. Just quickly before I go here though, if there's anything that you have done that was maybe late work that I don't have in Power School, please let me know, because if you turned it in on time, I know it's in my grade book. But if it was turned in late, I may not know that it's sitting in Google Classroom or sitting in Easy Test Maker as a score somewhere, because I have hundreds of scores, and I need you to email me and just let me know, and I'll put it in right away. All right, you guys, have a great day. Zoom with me, ask me questions. And if you would like to get a group of friends together and maybe share your products or share your food reviews, we could set that up and read them out loud and just have some fun with it. But for now, I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoy this project, Being Persuasive. All right, bye guys.